Welcome to the lecture series of Z transform. Today we are going to see the method of partial fraction. So using partial fraction method, we are going to find inverse Z transform for the given sequence. So far what are the results we have discussed? All the results we will apply under the Z inverse. So look at the first question. Find Z inverse of Z minus 4 by Z plus 2 into Z plus 3. The same question can be asked Z inverse of Z minus 4 by Z square plus 5Z plus 6. If suppose the question gives in this form, given in this form, you can factorize this term, that is Z square plus 5Z plus 6 can be factorized as Z plus 2 into Z plus 3. So that is the only difference, these two methods. So now we will take this one. So first one, under this partial fraction method, we will consider what is given inside the Z inverse. Okay, that one we will consider as a f of Z. So consider capital F of Z equal to Z minus 4 by Z plus 2 into Z plus 3. So now we are going to factorize this one. Look at this numerator and denominator. Always we have to keep in our mind that the degree of the numerator is less than or equal the degree of the denominator. Then only we can apply the partial fraction method. So here the terms are linear terms. So this can be written as, that is Z minus 4 by Z plus 2 into Z plus 3 can be written as A by Z plus 2 plus B by Z plus 3. And then we have to cross multiply this. So we can get the Z minus 4 equal to A into Z plus 3 plus B into Z plus 2. Now we have to find the values for A and B. How to find out? First we have to give Z equal to minus 2. Then this term will become 0. We can get the A answer. Then Z equal to minus 3. Substituting here, we can get A will be 0. We can get the B answer. So put Z equal to minus 2. So what will happen in the left hand side? Minus 2 and minus 4. So minus 6 is equal to A into minus 2 plus 3 plus this one become B into 0. So this term A minus 2 plus 3, that is 1. So A into 1 plus 0. So A is equal to minus 6. And the same manner put Z equal to minus 3. So when you are substituting minus 3, A will become 0. So minus 3 minus 4. We have to give values for both sides. Okay. So A into 0 plus B into minus 3 plus 2. So minus 7 equal to, first term will become 0 and minus B. So B equal to, minus minus will cancel off. So B equal to 7. Therefore, this term we have to substitute the values of A and B. So Z minus 4 divided by Z plus 2 into Z plus 3 equal to A by, so minus 6 by Z plus 2 plus B is 7 by Z plus 3. So now according to the question, actually we have Z inverse in the question. So we have to take Z inverse on both sides. That is Z inverse of f of Z equal to Z inverse of Z minus 4 by Z plus 2 into Z plus 3, that is our left hand side, equal to Z inverse of 6 by minus 6 by Z plus 2 plus Z inverse of 7 by Z plus 3. So this is what now we have arrived. We can take the minus 6 and 7 because that is the constant. So you can take that minus 6 into Z inverse of 1 by Z plus 2 plus 7 into Z inverse of 1 by Z plus 3. Now we have a result under the Z transform. What is the result is Z inverse of 1 by Z plus A. The answer is minus A power n minus 1. So now in the place of a we are having 2. So applying this result, this can be written as minus 6 into minus 2 power n minus 1 plus 7 into minus 3 power n minus 1. So therefore z inverse of z minus 4 by z plus 2 into z plus 3 equal to minus 6 into minus 2 power n minus 1 plus 7 into minus 3 power n minus 1. This is the answer for the first question. Now look at the second question. Find z inverse of z square minus 3z divided by z minus 5 into z plus 2. Here also the numerator and denominator, the degree of the numerator is equal to degree of the denominator. If you are trying to possible to make the numerator degree is less than the degree of the denominator, we can do that. So as I told you already that first we will consider whatever given in the bracket of z inverse, we will take it as f of z. Let f of z equal to z square minus 3z divided by z minus 5 into z plus 2. Doesn't mean that you have to take it f of z. Straight away you can consider the term. Like that also we can do this. Okay. So now what I am going to do is in the numerator, if I am taking z, what will happen? Z minus 3. Okay. Divided by z minus 5 into z plus 2. And this can be written as bring the z into the denominator of the left hand side. So f of z by z equal to z minus 3 by z minus 5 into z plus 2. Now this will be in the form of numerator degree is less than the degree of the denominator. So easily we can apply the partial fraction method. So now we will take this one. So consider z minus 3 by z minus 5 into z plus 2. The denominator contains linear factors. So we can factorize like this is a by z minus 5 plus b by z plus 2. So cross multiplying this we can get z minus 3 is equal to a into z plus 2 plus b into z minus 5. Now we have to give values for z to get the values of a and b. We can give z equal to minus 2 to make this place to be 0. At that time we can get the value for b. If you are giving z equal to 5, this place will become 0. That time we can get the value for a. So put z equal to minus 2. So what will happen? Already here minus 3 is there. So minus 2 and minus 3 minus 5 equal to minus 2 plus 2. So a into 0 plus b into minus 2 minus 5, that is minus 5 equal to minus 7b. Minus minus will cancel off. We can get b equal to 5 by 7. Likewise put z equal to 5. When you are giving z equal to 5, what will happen? 5 minus 3, that is 2, equal to a into 5 plus 2 plus b into 0. So 2 equal to 7a, which implies a equal to 2 by 7. Therefore substituting in this one, z minus 3 by z minus 5 into z plus 2 equal to a by, so what is our a? A is 2 by 7. So 2 by 7 divided by z minus 5 plus b is 5 by 7 divided by z plus 2. Now take z inverse on both sides. We have actually this thing, we have the from equation 1. From equation 1 what will happen? F of z from equation 1, this z minus 3 by z minus 5 into z plus 2 equal to f of z by z. So what we can do now? So therefore from equation 1, f of this is equal to actually f of z by z. Okay. So equal to 2 by 7 by z minus 5 plus 5 by 7 by z plus 2. Now we will cross multiply this. F of z equal to multiplying this. So 2 by 7 into z by z minus 5 plus 5 by 7 into z by z plus 2. So after this we have to take the z inverse on both sides, because in the question we have given that z square minus 3z, that is what we have taken f of z. So taking z inverse on both sides, so z inverse of z square minus 3z divided by z minus 5 into z plus 2 equal to 2 by 7 into z inverse of z by z minus 5 plus 5 by 7 z inverse of z by z plus 2. We have a result. What is the result? Z inverse of, this is of the form z by z minus a. What is the answer? Answer is a power n. So z inverse of z by z minus a result is a power n. Now we compare this one, z by z minus a. In the place of a we are having 5 and here we are having minus 2. So which is equal to 2 by 7 z inverse of z by z minus 5 plus 5 by 7 z inverse of z by, this can be written as z minus of minus 2. To bring this form we have written like that. So now we can apply the result. So 2 by 7 5 power n plus 5 by 7 minus 2 power n. So the answer for the given is therefore z inverse of z square minus 3z divided by z minus 5 into z plus 2 equal to 2 by 7 into 5 power n plus 5 by 7 minus 2 power n. So this is the answer for the second question. Thank you for watching.